But if you just close your eyes for a minute, and can you get in touch with the sensation rather than the image of the body? You don't have to get rid of the image, but just put it on one side and try to refer to the sensation itself. Yeah? So we tend to think this sensation is taking place in the body, yes, in this container. But the body itself is just this sensation. This sensation is not taking place inside a container called the body. The body is the sensation. And if we look for the edge of that sensation, we don't find the edge that the image seems to indicate. The true container that contains the sensation is consciousness, is borderless consciousness. In other words, consciousness is the true body inside which this vibrating sensation is pulsating.
So in a sense, the images are irrelevant. They're not. So if I imagine, if I get in touch with the sensations of my hand, and then the sort of idea of hand arises, it's not a big deal if that just keeps happening.
There's nothing wrong with the thought of your hand or the image of your hand, but or the thought of your body or the image of your body. It's just the actual experience of the body is not a thought or an image. A thought or an image is an experience of the mind. Yes, images appear in your mind. Thoughts appear in your mind. We are interested in the body. What is the actual experience of the body? If we remove thoughts and images and go to the actual experience, it's a sensation. The way we experience the body is when you're walking around, you don't experience the body as an image. You experience the body as a feeling, as a sensation. I mean, you can experience the body as a feeling, as an image if you want to. You can imagine it, but you don't very often imagine it during your day. But all day long, you're sensing the body, or most of it.
I suppose, there's this notion, this sense of the bare sensations. Somehow they seem to occur in a sort of locality. So just the sensations.
Close your eyes. Go to the sensation of the body, and with your eyes closed, tell us about the locality where this sensation is appearing. How would you describe the locality?
Well, the overall locality is right here, as it were.
Okay, but so the sensation is appearing right here. Tell us about right here. What is right here? Tell us about that here. What is its nature, the nature of here? If you were to describe to somebody who had never experienced here before, what do you mean by right here?
I think I was referring to something that it appears to manifest in it closely, but just looking there, there's nothing other than the sense of just sensations.
You're right, absolutely, you're right that the sensation is close, but the sensation is not closer, for instance, than the sound of my voice. close your eyes again. I'm going to keep talking. Where does the experience of hearing take place? Does it take place 5 meters away from you? Or does the experience of hearing take place here?
It takes place here. There's just hearing.
There's just hearing, and hearing takes place here. We can't even say it takes place close to myself. It's closer than close. It takes place in the identical place where I am. Yes. Now, you open your eyes, and space, in other words, places, seem to come into existence, but only through seeing. Now, where is the experience of seeing taking place? All you know of these flowers is the experience of seeing. Where does the experience of seeing take place?
It just takes place here.
Here. Okay. Is there anything in your experience now that is not taking place here?
Nothing.
Okay. So now, tell us about the nature of this here. We cannot say that it's a place in space, because all we know of space is the experience of seeing. Yes? So seeing doesn't take place in a space. It takes place here, but here is not a place in space. What is it?
It's just the awareness of the sensation.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here is not a place in space. It is dimensionless consciousness. And it is that dimensionless consciousness that is appearing as 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time. In relation to time, we call consciousness now. In relation to space, we call consciousness here. But now is not a moment in time, just like here is not a moment in place, in space. The now and the here are, the now is eternal consciousness, here is infinite consciousness. That is consciousness that has no dimensions, which means that this experience that each of us is having is taking place in something that itself has no dimensions. That's what we mean by here. Have you noticed that all through your life it's always been, experience has always been here?
Yeah. Never there.
You've never experienced there. So here is not a point in space, because wherever you are, it's here. Just like every moment in time you have ever experienced has been now. So now is not limited to any particular moment in time, just like here is not limited to any particular moment in space, any particular place in space. The now and here, the here and now, is infinite, eternal consciousness. And that's where experience takes place, and what experience is made of. In order for eternity to appear as time, in order for infinity to appear as space, infinite consciousness must forget the knowing of its own being and must limit itself, which it does by appearing in and as the body. That is why we see the world from the perspective of the body.
Thank you.